Right there, this is a simple orthographic drawing, but does include an octagon. From the 2020 paper, 0445 spec. So the question states, a stand for a lamp is shown below. So you've got a three-dimensional representation, and it says complete a half-size orthographic view of the table lamp stand in the space on the right by drawing the front view of the stand and the plan view of the stand. So you've got front view, which will be the view from the front. Plan view will be the view from above. So you can see that here is this circle here, which correlates to this, which will be the front view. And you've got the start of the base as well. So an easy one to start with is to extend this along. And you've got your centre line. And it's a half size. So you need to divide all of the numbers in half. So 30, the height here would be 15. The height 180 would be 90. This height here, 40 would become 20. Then you've got the base of the cone here. So that's this circle's diameter 140. So that would be 70. Octagonal base. So the distance from this face to this face across here is 180, so that will become 90, and top face of the cone, so you're talking about this, is 100, so that will become 50. So I've extended this along, and sometimes with the photocopy it comes out, so this should be the bottom here, the bottom of the octagonal base is 90, so that would be 45 either side. This is a little bit short, so I'm going to do the same here, so it's 44 and 44. Sometimes in the photocopy, not in the exam, it comes out a little bit smaller when photocopying. So I can extend this up so I know the size of the octagonal base. So I could start with this top section now. I know my outside edge. And starting with this, so octagons are made using a square and arcs, so 44 either side. If it was exact, as it would be in exam, it would be 45, because that makes 90. So measuring along, marking out, and then drawing in my square to draw my octagon. I'm just extending this up because I need the corners. So to draw an octagon, place your compass point in the corner and make sure it touches the centre, and draw in an arc from one side of the square to the other, and going around the whole square, making sure it touches the centre. In the mark scheme, that is one that they ask the markers to check. So placing it in the corner. And sometimes compasses can move, but also double checking what you're doing. Once you have that, you can start to join up these lines. And remember that the sides of the octagon, the angles on the corners are 45. So you could use your 45 degree set square, or just go around. So you've got straight side, and then joining that 45. So it should be 45 from there to there. That's the bottom half, and then the top half. Flip it round. And the top. So you've got the base drawn, so that's the biggest shape. And the next one is you'll see the base, the top and the bottom, because the bottom is wider. So that says here that the base of the cone diameter one is now 70, because we've halved it. So the radius on that will be 35. So setting your compass to 35. And the next one you can see is the top. So top face of cone is diameter 50, so that's 25. So setting your compass to 25. That's the top done. So connecting this to the bottom, you've got the outside we've already done. Then we've got the base of the cone and the top of the cone needs to be projected down. Easiest way, you could measure it, but the easiest way is just use your lines to connect down. And the inner one as well. Now working on the height. So this one here is 15. So measuring 15 from the base. That's your base, this part here. Then from here to the top is 90. And the top is already marked here, so you can just do that. We know that distance is there, so that's that distance to this first circle. And from there, we can see there's a slope down from there to there. So we can pop that slope in here. The only thing now is, if you're viewing from the front in an octagon, you'll have this idea of the rectangular base, but you'll also see these two lines here where the faces change direction. So using this point here, because we know that's the points on our octagon, you can just draw a line down, and that is the point. So double check there. And then you can go over darker to just outline the base to make it clear.